Welcome to the deep dive. We're going to be diving into the world of AI chatbots and LLMs in 2025.
That's right. It's
It's a jungle out there.
yeah, it is a jungle out there, and you're looking for a guide to help you navigate. And I think you probably want to know which AI assistant reigns supreme, right?
Well, yeah, that's the question on everyone's mind.
Yeah.
But is it really as simple as declaring one winner?
Right.
Think of it this way. You wouldn't use a butter knife to cut a steak, would you?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
So it's more about finding the right tool for the job,
Exactly.
not necessarily the best overall.
That's exactly right. And that's what we're here to help you with today.
All right, let's dive in. Even just looking at our sources, it's clear there are tons of options out there. We've got ChatGPT, we've got Claude, we've got Gemini Grok, DeepSeek Perplexity AI. I'm already a little overwhelmed.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we'll break it down. Each of these AI models has its strengths and weaknesses tailored for different tasks. So from what I'm seeing, ChatGPT seems to be pretty versatile. Is it kind of like the Swiss Army knife of AI assistants?
It's a good analogy. ChatGPT is known for its wide range of capabilities, from generating different creative text formats to answering your questions in an informative way, even if they are open-ended, challenging, or strange. It's a great starting point for many people exploring the world of AI.
Then there's Claude. The sources mention it can handle huge amounts of text. Like read a whole textbook and just remember it kind of huge.
That's right. Claude boasts an impressive long context capability, meaning it can process and recall up to 200,000 tokens of text.
Hold on, 200,000 tokens. What does that actually translate to in the real world?
Well, imagine giving Claude your company's entire strategic plan, all those reports, market analyses, and projections. Claude could digest all of it and then answer questions like, what are the biggest threats to our expansion strategy? It's like having a consultant who has memorized every single detail.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. And then what about Gemini? It seems to be deeply integrated with everything Google.
Gemini is all about being your productivity sidekick, deeply embedded in Google's ecosystem. Think seamless integration with Docs, Gmail, even your calendar. Need to draft an email schedule, a meeting, or research a topic? Gemini can assist you right within those apps.
Okay, that sounds incredibly useful for anyone who practically lives in their Google apps, which is, let's be honest, most of us.
Right.
But these next two are a bit more mysterious. Grok and DeepSeek, they're kind of the new kids on the block, right?
Exactly. They're still under development, but generating a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
Grok from Elon Musk's XAI is aiming to be more than just a helpful tool.
Right.
It's designed to understand and even generate humor, irony, and sarcasm.
Wait, an AI with a sense of humor? That sounds like it could either be brilliant or go hilariously wrong.
That's the big question, isn't it? We'll have to see how it develops, but the potential is certainly intriguing.
Yeah. And what about DeepSeek? What makes it different?
DeepSeek is taking deep learning to a whole new level. It's designed to process information in ways that are currently beyond even the most advanced AI systems.
Right.
Imagine an AI that can make connections and draw inferences in a way that's more akin to human cognition. Think scientific breakthroughs, early disease detection, even enhancing human creativity.
Okay, hold on. I need a minute to process all of that. We've gone from AI writing emails to potentially curing diseases.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big leap.
It is. DeepSeek is definitely one to watch in the coming years. Its applications could be truly revolutionary.
All right, so we've got the AI assistants like ChatGPT and Claude, the productivity powerhouse Gemini, and the up-and-coming Grok and DeepSeek. But what about research? I'm constantly bombarded with information.
Yeah.
How can AI help me make sense of it all?
That's where Perplexity AI comes in.
Okay.
It's like a supercharged research assistant combining the power of a search engine with the conversational abilities of a chatbot.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
How does it actually work in practice?
Imagine you're researching a complex topic, like, say, the future of renewable energy. You ask Perplexity AI a question, and instead of just giving you a list of links like Google, it analyzes the information from the most relevant sources and presents a concise, informative answer with citations.
So it's like having a personal research librarian who's always up to date and can just synthesize complex information for you.
Exactly. Perplexity AI can save you hours of research time and help you get to the heart of any topic quickly and efficiently.
This is already so helpful.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm starting to get a grasp on this AI landscape. But before we get too far, there's one thing I'm wondering about with all of these AI models. A lot of them offer free versions.
Yeah.
But they're also paid subscriptions. What's the catch? What do you get with a paid version that you don't get for free?
That's a great question. While the free versions give you a taste of what these AI tools can do, The paid subscriptions typically offer more advanced features, higher usage limits, and access to the most powerful models. Think of it like the difference between using a basic smartphone camera and a professional DSLR.
Okay, that makes sense. So if you're a casual user, the free version might be enough. But if you're really serious about integrating AI into your workflow, a paid subscription might be worth considering.
Exactly. It all comes down to your individual needs and how you plan to use the AI tools.
All right, I think we've laid some really great groundwork here. We've met the key players, explored their strengths and weaknesses, and even touched on the free versus paid debate. But let's get even more specific. You mentioned earlier that each AI model is best suited for different tasks.
Right.
Let's break that down in more detail. What are some specific examples of how each of these models can be used to make our lives easier, more productive, or even just more fun?
Let's start with ChatGPT. Its versatility makes it a great choice for a wide range of tasks. If you're struggling with writer's block, ChatGPT can help you generate ideas and overcome creative hurdles. Need to craft a compelling email, write a blog post, or even work on a novel? ChatGPT can assist you with brainstorming, outlining, and even refining your writing style.
So it's like having a personal writing coach right there in your computer.
Exactly. And it's not just about writing. ChatGPT can also answer your questions in an informative way, even if they are open-ended, challenging, or strange.
Okay, that's pretty impressive. But what if I need help with research?
For research, I recommend Perplexity AI. Remember how it can summarize complex information from multiple sources?
Right.
That's a game changer for researchers. You can quickly get up to speed on any topic without having to wade through endless pages of search results.
Oh, no more late nights in the library. Sign me up.
Right.
But it's not just students and researchers who can benefit from AI.
Right.
What about businesses? How can they use these tools to improve their operations?
Businesses are finding countless ways to leverage AI. ChatGPT, for example, can be used to automate customer service inquiries, freeing up human agents to handle more complex issues. It can also be used to personalize marketing campaigns, target the right audience, and even generate creative content.
So it's about automating those repetitive tasks and letting AI handle the heavy lifting. That sounds like a recipe for increased efficiency and productivity.
Precisely. And for businesses that are heavily reliant on Google's suite of tools, Gemini is a natural fit.
Right.
Imagine having an AI assistant that can schedule meetings, draft emails, and even help you analyze data all within the apps you already use every day.
That's a game changer for anyone who practically lives in their Google apps.
Exactly. And for businesses that are looking to push the boundaries of what's possible, DeepSeek could be the answer. Imagine having an AI that can analyze huge data sets, identify hidden patterns, and generate insights that would be impossible for humans to see.
That sounds like something out of a science fiction movie.
It does.
But you're saying this is actually within reach.
It's still early days, but the potential is certainly there. DeepSeek could revolutionize fields like scientific research, medical diagnosis, and even financial forecasting.
Okay, my mind is officially blown. But I think we need to take a quick breather here. We've covered a lot of ground, and I know there's even more to explore. We'll continue our deep dive into the world of AI after a short break. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Before the break, we were talking about the amazing potential of AI for businesses and researchers. But what about the rest of us? Can these tools really make a difference in our everyday lives?
That's a great question. It's easy to get caught up in all the hype and all the, futuristic possibilities.
Yeah.
But I think what really matters is how these tools can help us, right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the truth is, AI is already making its way into our daily routines, often in subtle ways we might not even notice. Think about personalized recommendations on streaming services, smart home devices that anticipate our needs, or even spam filters that keep our inboxes clean.
Okay, I see your point.
Yeah.
AI is already kind of working behind the scenes to make things run a bit smoother.
Yeah.
Are there any ways we can actively use these tools to improve our own lives, though?
Absolutely. Remember ChatGPT? We talked about its writing capabilities.
Yeah.
Well, imagine using it to help you craft a heartfelt letter to a loved one, write a compelling cover letter for a job application, or even create a bedtime story for your kids.
That's a great idea. It's like having a personal writing assistant to help you express yourself more eloquently and creatively.
Exactly. And think about Claude's ability to process huge amounts of text. Let's say you're planning a trip and you've got a mountain of travel blogs, forum discussions, and hotel reviews to sift through.
Right.
You could feed all of that to Claude and then ask it questions like, what are the must-see attractions in Paris? Or which hotel in Rome has the best view of the Colosseum?
Wow. That would save so much time and hassle. It's like having a personal travel concierge who's read every guidebook and knows all the insider tips.
Precisely. And don't forget about Perplexity AI. It's not just for researchers. Anyone can benefit from its ability to quickly summarize complex information.
Right.
Imagine using it to research a new hobby, get up to speed on current events, or even help your kids with their homework.
Okay. I'm starting to see how these AI tools can really enhance our daily lives. But what about the fun stuff? Can AI actually make our leisure time more enjoyable?
Absolutely. Remember, Grok, we talked about its potential to understand and generate humor. Well, imagine using it to brainstorm jokes for your next stand-up routine, create witty captions for your social media posts, or even just have a laugh-filled conversation with an AI that can actually keep up with your wit.
Now that sounds like fun. An AI that can make you laugh. That's something I definitely want to try.
And think about the possibilities of DeepSeek in the realm of creativity. Imagine using it to compose music, generate artwork, or even write poetry. It's like having an AI muse that can help you tap into your creative potential and explore new artistic frontiers.
I'm starting to see AI less as a futuristic technology and more as a toolkit for self-improvement and personal growth.
That's a great way to think about it. These tools can help us become better writers, more informed decision makers, more efficient workers, and even more creative individuals.
Okay, I'm definitely on board with that. But there's one more thing I'm curious about. We've talked about how AI can enhance our existing skills and abilities, but can it also help us learn new things?
Absolutely. AI is a powerful tool for learning and education. Imagine using ChatGPT to learn a new language. You could have conversations with the AI in your target language, get instant feedback on your pronunciation and grammar, and even learn about the culture and customs of the people who speak that language.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like having a personal language tutor available like 24/7.
Exactly. And think about the possibilities for personalized learning experiences. Imagine an AI that can analyze your learning style, your strengths and weaknesses and your interests, and then create a customized curriculum tailored specifically to you.
That's a game changer for education. No more one-size-fits-all approaches.
Precisely. AI has the potential to democratize access to high-quality education and empower people of all ages to learn new skills and pursue their passions.
I love that vision, A.
Yeah.
AI is a tool for empowering individuals and creating a more equitable world. But before we get too carried away with all the possibilities, there's one important aspect we need to address. With all these different AI models and tools available, how do we choose the right ones for our specific needs?
That's a crucial question. And as with any tool, the first step is to identify the problem you're trying to solve or the task you want to accomplish. What are you hoping to achieve with AI?
Right. So if I'm struggling to write a compelling presentation, I might turn to ChatGPT for its writing assistance. If I'm feeling overwhelmed by the amount of information I need to process for a research project, Perplexity AI could be my go-to solution.
Exactly. And if you're looking for a tool to help you manage your daily tasks and stay organized, Gemini, with its deep integration into Google's ecosystem, could be the perfect fit.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about those more advanced tasks? Like if I'm hoping to use AI to generate creative content or explore new artistic ideas, how do I choose the right tool for that?
Well, for those more specialized tasks, it's important to look beyond the general capabilities of the AI model and consider its specific strengths and features. For example, if you're interested in exploring the potential of AI for musical composition, you might look for a model that has been trained on a large dataset of music and that has specific features for generating melodies, harmonies, and rhythms.
So it's about doing your research and finding the AI model that best aligns with your specific creative goals.
Precisely. And it's also important to consider the user interface and the overall experience of using the tool. Some AI tools are designed for more technical users, while others are more user-friendly and accessible to a wider audience.
Right, so it's not just about functionality. It's also about finding a tool that you feel comfortable using and that fits your workflow.
Exactly. The best AI tool is the one that you actually enjoy using, and that helps you achieve your goals most effectively.
I think that's a great point to end on for part 2 of our deep dive. We've explored the practical applications of AI in everyday life, from boosting productivity and enhancing creativity to revolutionizing education and even making us laugh.
Yeah.
But there's one more piece of the puzzle we need to address before we wrap up. We've talked about the power and potential of AI, but with great power comes great responsibility, right?
You're absolutely right. In part 3, we'll delve into the ethical considerations surrounding the development and deployment of AI, explore some of the potential risks, and discuss how we can ensure that these powerful tools are used for good.
Welcome back to the deep dive. In the previous parts, we explored the incredible potential of AI to revolutionize our work, our lives, and even our sense of humor. But like any powerful tool, AI comes with its own set of considerations.
That's right. It's crucial to remember that AI at its core is a technology created by humans. And like any human endeavor, it reflects our values, our biases, and our aspirations.
So as AI becomes more integrated into our lives, it's essential to have open and honest conversations about its impact on society and ensure that these powerful tools are used responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely. One of the key challenges we face is ensuring fairness and equity in AI systems.
Okay.
AI models are trained on vast data sets, and if those data sets reflect existing biases in society, the AI models might perpetuate those biases in their output.
So for example, if an AI model used for hiring decisions is trained on data that predominantly features male candidates in leadership roles, it might unfairly favor male applicants over equally qualified female applicants.
Exactly. That's why it's so important to be mindful of the data used to train AI models and to strive for diversity and representation in those data sets. Another crucial consideration is transparency. As AI systems become more complex, it can be challenging to understand how they arrive at their decisions or recommendations.
So it's like a black box where data goes in and decisions come out,
Yeah.
but we don't always know what happens in between.
That's a good analogy. And that lack of transparency can raise concerns about accountability. If an AI system makes a mistake or causes harm, who is responsible?
Right. Is it the developers who created the AI, the companies that deploy it, or the users who interact with it? These are complex questions that we need to grapple with as AI becomes more pervasive in our lives.
Absolutely. And it's not just about assigning blame. It's about establishing clear guidelines and regulations for the development and deployment of AI to minimize the risk of harm and ensure that these technologies are used for the benefit of society as a whole.
Okay, so we've talked about fairness, transparency, and accountability. Are there any other ethical considerations we should be aware of?
One area that often sparks debate is the impact of AI on employment.
Right.
As AI systems become more capable of performing tasks that were previously done by humans, there are concerns about job displacement and the potential for economic inequality.
So it's not just a matter of AI taking over jobs. It's about the potential for certain jobs to become obsolete and the need for workers to adapt and acquire new skills to stay relevant in the changing job market.
Precisely. And while AI will undoubtedly automate certain tasks and potentially displace some jobs, it's also likely to create new opportunities in industries that we can't even imagine yet. The key is to prepare for these shifts by investing in education and training programs that equip workers with the skills they need to thrive in the AI-powered economy.
That makes sense. It's not about fearing the future. It's about embracing the opportunities that AI presents while being mindful of the potential challenges and working proactively to address them.
Exactly. And another area where careful consideration is needed is the use of AI in sensitive domains such as healthcare, law enforcement, and the military.
Right. These are areas where decisions made by AI systems can have profound consequences for individuals and society as a whole.
Absolutely. For example, imagine an AI system used to diagnose diseases or recommend treatments. It's crucial to ensure that such systems are accurate, reliable, and unbiased to avoid potentially life-altering mistakes.
And in the context of law enforcement, we need to be very careful about how AI is used to identify suspects, assess risk, or make decisions about sentencing. We don't want to create a system where individuals are unfairly targeted or discriminated against based on biased algorithms.
Exactly. Human oversight and careful consideration of ethical implications are essential in these sensitive domains.
Okay, so it seems like there's a lot to consider as AI becomes more powerful and more integrated into our lives. But it's also clear that AI has the potential to do a lot of good in the world. How do we strike that balance between harnessing the power of AI while mitigating the risks and ensuring that it's used ethically and responsibly?
That's the million-dollar question, and there's no easy answer. It requires ongoing dialogue, collaboration, and a willingness to adapt and learn as the technology evolves. We need to involve diverse perspectives in the development and deployment of AI, including ethicists, social scientists, policymakers, and members of the communities most likely to be impacted by these technologies.
So it's about bringing together experts from different fields to ensure that AI is developed and used in a way that aligns with our values and benefits society as a whole.
Exactly. And it's also about educating the public about AI, its capabilities, its limitations, and its potential impact on our lives. The more people understand about AI, the better equipped we'll be to make informed decisions about its use and to hold developers and policymakers accountable for ensuring its responsible development and deployment.
This has been an incredibly insightful deep dive into the world of AI. We've explored the amazing potential of these technologies to transform our lives, but we also acknowledge the ethical considerations and potential risks that come with such powerful tools.
It's been a fascinating conversation. And as we move forward into this exciting and uncharted territory, it's essential to remember that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. The choices we make today about how we develop and deploy AI will shape the future of our society. So it's crucial that we proceed with both enthusiasm and a healthy dose of caution.
Well said. And thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today. I think we've all learned a lot about the complexities of AI and the importance of engaging in thoughtful discussions about its impact on our world.
It's been my pleasure, and I encourage everyone listening to continue exploring this fascinating field, to ask questions, and to engage in conversations about the future of AI. The more we understand about these technologies, the better equipped we'll be to navigate the exciting and challenging times ahead.
And to our listener, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. We hope you found this exploration informative and thought-provoking. As always, we've included links to all the sources we discussed in the show notes, and we encourage you to continue your own learning journey. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.